Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, The Cloud Box. And this is the next video inside the DataBricks playlist. And in this video, I'm just going to discuss about how to do a select transformation inside the DataBricks with PySpark syntaxes. Okay. So as I know, this select is nothing but select in SQL. So we are going to fetch a column from the data frame, whether it is one, two, or it's all columns. So we are going to see the different ways of select inside the Databricks with the help of PySpark. So before I start, I just want to tell this is DataBricks community version. You can go ahead and create the community cloud DataBricks account for free. So here it is. I'm also using a free version, and here nothing but I'm just created a notebook, and here I'm just going to do some activities. And if you are and here is one file that is inside ADLS. ADLS is nothing but Azure storage account. So here I have stored one order.csv file, ADLS, and all those things I've already covered is data lake. Okay, so here is one file which is residing inside Microsoft Azure storage account, and just accessing these files from the Databricks. If you are accessing any files which is outside of Databricks resource, so for that you need to create a mount point. Mount point is a service basically provided by the Databricks to access the file which is outside of the Databricks workspace. So I have already covered how to create mount point using three different ways. So I request you, if you do not know how to create mount point, just go and watch my previous videos, and it will be really helpful. You can have a brief understanding how to create mount point. Okay. So without wasting further time, I'm just quickly starting the video to do a select transformation. I have created one cell, and as you know, like, you need to choose a language, and if the cluster is not created, all those things you need to do it. So I'm creating one data frame, and data frame is nothing but I'm just taking as a df, and a spark, this is a spark session. You need to, if you are using databricks, you do not need to create all those things, it will be already handled. And there are few different ways of reading the data that I have already discussed. So please go and watch, you will have a brief understanding how to read the data. Dot option, here I'm just passing header and true, and dot load, here I'm just going to give you the path, and then order.csv. Let's run it and see whether it is running fine or not. It should run. Okay, I've, instead of read, I just given read format and format. Now see, it is going to run it. And if you want to see the results, so here what we could do, it got successful, right? So here I can add dot show, it is going to give you the column name. At the same time, inside the Databricks, we have another command called display command, and in the display command, I will pass the data frame. It is going to give the results in tabular format. So this results from the dot show method. You can see, right? It is inbuilt method of this plain Spark also, but inside Databricks we have another function called display. Inside display we'll pass data frame. It is going to give you results in a tabular format. So the view of this is really good, right? Because why it is not giving, just remove dot show, run again. Now come and run this. Now come and run this. Yeah, you see, right, all columns are coming in the row and columns. So our idea is, I need to do a select, right, with PySpark syntaxes. So it is very simple. We have a select method, and that method we are just going to call with our data frame, that is df.select. That is a syntax, and in the syntax we will only going to pass, like, if you want to read all columns, so nothing you need to do, just to select star, and it is going to give you all columns name, similar to df dot. So just running it. It is very simple, right? Nothing you have done extra. Like is in SQL, select a start from a table name, so it is going to give you the result. So here what you need to do, data frame dot select. In the select we need to pass star with string code, and it is going to give you the result. But our job is, do not want these all columns. Suppose I want a few columns, like I just want first three or maybe any three columns. Okay. So what I can do, I can simply write df dot select, and it is very simple. All the columns you need to put by a string code separated by comma. Okay. So reason, then again you need to, and no matters, you can give single quote, double quote, anything whichever you find. Okay, like one more column I just want to give like order ID. Okay. And if you want to see the results, right, so dot so we just add it and run it. Very simple, right? You can see these three columns are coming. Now you want, okay, I do not want this like this format. I want to see the results in a proper format, like a tabular format. So just store this, and just use display here and df1, and you see like this data will come in the form of row and columns. Yeah, it's very simple, nothing hard I have done it. It's very simple. Like df dot select, inside select we need to pass the column name separated by comma within a string. Okay, that is method one, which I have uh, covered. Let's come to the method two, how we can do uh, select. Okay, so there is one more method inside a select. We need to give a call. The call is basically a function, and that function we need to, suppose this column only we want again. Let me give another column like unit sold. Let me give another column, unit sold, total revenue. These two column I want. Okay, so these two column I want. Okay, so for every column I need to mention a call. Again I need to mention a call. So let me run it, and whether see we are able to execute or not. Yeah, invalid syntax, the line 3, I guess I need to put comma or something. Yeah, I know it will fail. It is going to fail because we need to import this call. Otherwise, it is not going to run. Because this saying that call is not defined. For every time if you're using call, I need to import it. So from a library called from PySpark.sql.functions import call. Okay. Now run it. Now see this will come. Got it? This came again. If you want to show in the display, just store in another data frame and just do. Okay. This was the method 2, right? So if you are using call, so someone is saying like why call is required. So suppose if you want to do some transformation like expression, something like that. So for that reason we are using call. Let's go to the different method, method 3. Okay, let's go to the different method, method 3. Again I want to do select. Okay, inside a select, what I'm going, there is some one function, there is one more function. Instead of call there is column. Okay. it's very similar to call, because earlier this uh, column function was there, so people basically done this, and they came with this thing. Okay, so like let's give unit sold and something like order ID. This column I am not using in my project. Mostly we are using call only. So for that, this also I need to import it again. I will, in the last I'll give you one more thing, like you do not need to import one by one. Just put a star and every function is going to import it. You see, right? This is also working like this. Okay. Now let's come to the method 4, sorry, method 4. In the method 4, df dot select, right? You are calling the column name with the data frame. So like we are calling item type, item type. Again, you are calling something like unit sold and dot so. This is one more method. Using data frame dot column name, you can filter out the result. Okay, got it? Now there is one more method. While fetching the column, you just want to rename it, or maybe something like that. So for that reason also, like you just want to rename it unit sold as total unit sold, something like that. Okay, and then you want to show the result. While fetching only, you just want to do some expression. It is going to fail because we need to import this expr again. Okay, because this expr is not defined. So what I'm going to do, instead of importing this expr, let me comment this one, and here instead of column I'm just putting a star, and I'm running this. What it is going to do, every function imported from this PySpark.sql function which are present, it is going to import all function, but although it is going to slow down the process, so it is defined, it is always said that you just import one column, like if you have to import call, so import call, then comma, something like that you do. But here what I did, I just put a star and it is going to import all columns. So like we want like unit sold as total unit sold with rename, it should come like you see it, right? So this was one more thing. The last one, this is the method, this was a method 5, right? Method 5. One more method, that is a method 6. That is a method 6. In the method 6, we combine this select expr into one, and then we see the result like expr. And the same thing, if I want like reason as a new reason, maybe reason as new reason. Okay, and now dot so. So the idea was like writing select and expr in another bracket. So let's combine this select expr into one, and then it is going to give you the same results whether you use select bracket expr or select expr. It behaves same, nothing difference. So let's see reason as a new reason is coming or not. You see, right, this is coming. So in this video I have covered how to read the data. For reading, you need to create mount point. After that, I shown you that you can print your result using a dot show method, or you can simply pass a display function to a data frame. You can put a star for reading all columns. First method is simple, like df.select. Inside that you pass all the column names separated by comma inside a string code. The second I covered, like you can pass a call function, and all each call function have each column name separated by comma, and for that reason you need to import that call from the PySpark.sql.function. Similarly, we have a column function also, so that the column function is same as call function. Syntax is also same. Instead of call, you need to import column. Imported star for the expr thing. Here I need to give select expr. This is required suppose you are renaming or doing some expression while fetching the column. So for that reason you use select bracket expr. Again you combine the select and expr into one, and there is one single function select expr, and do the same thing. That's what select and expr do. Okay. That's it for this video, guys. Hope you liked it. So please do watch, like, and subscribe my video. Bye. Have a wonderful day.